Yeah.
Chewie.
Yeah.
Chewie.
Yeah.
There's no swearing on Monday Night Magic.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, I restarted
Alright.
it. So, okay, let me start over. Somebody was tweeting at Star City Games to tell them to adjust Emma's mic levels because she was quiet. And Star City has a producer whose job it is to make sure that that's right. And so like I have a problem with this. It's not like me, this little goofy like one-man production where I don't know what you guys sound like other than what you sound to me. So I have to ask viewers, how does everyone sound?
Viewers like you.
They have people who do that. That is their job. And I have a problem with Omnislash is this like I don't know how to describe it, but it's Frodan and Brian Kibler and Firebat, and they do like a video podcast every week, sort of like this, but not. And they have producers who handle all of everything for them, and yet Frodan is always way quieter than everyone else. And then when Kibler laughs, it's like, oh god, because he's so much louder than the other two. And I'm like, they have producers whose job it is to do this, and yet it's been like that for like a year and a half.
Do you ever listen to the podcast We Hate Movies?
I do not, no.
It's a really good podcast. I really enjoy it. But there's like four guys who sit around and talk about movies, mostly while drinking. But that's fine. But the one guy is much quieter than the others. And it's not bad as long as you've got no background noise while listening to the podcast, but I often listen to it while I'm driving. And it's like I can hear everybody else just fine. And every time he talks, I cannot make out a damn word he's saying.
Are they in the same room?
Yes, they are literally in the same room.
Oh, okay. See, that's...
Each have their own mics.
Yeah, that's a setup problem then, yeah.
Yeah, totally is.
But yeah, Pinball H pointed out Frodan has perpetual tech issues. Yeah, but I don't mind his tech issues. Like, that's a problem. That sucks, but like that part doesn't bother me because Frodan is forever just dropping off of the call, or his mic will just mute for no reason, and he'll disappear from the camera while he wanders around and tries to figure out why his mic just cut off. But those don't bother me. It's that when his mic does work, he's way lower than everyone else, and that's a problem that's easily fixed by the producer because they have a producer because someone is handling all of the graphics and whatnot. Or that's really it. That's it. Someone should be handling that. Are you having fun with your cactuar there, Squee?
I like the fact that I can rotate it to stare at you and then provide appropriate reaction faces.
Ah, okay. Little bastard. What was that? That was Al with the sub for 17 months in a row. Thanks, buddy. It just irks me that there are people who get paid to fix these things that don't.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason, especially for the SCG Tour, there's no reason that somebody shouldn't, like, flash up a message at Emma that says, move your mic up slightly. Like, just on a piece of paper. Just, hey.
Yeah.
Or
Maybe
someone should, like, twist a knob to turn her gain up. Because they have that set up. That's a thing they can do.
Yeah.
It just drives me up the wall.
This is the way you want to set it, right?
Yeah, see, now you're way quieter than everyone else.
Yeah, it's because I put the mic up here.
Yeah, well.
Are you breathing in?
But that sucks. Could you fix that?
It's for comedic effect.
It's not funny. It's frustrating.
And so I can breathe in while I'm away from the mic. It's chocolate rain.
Dude, welcome back.
Hello. It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
Oh, yeah, and Seabucko Wing also just resubbed for the 7th month in a row. Yes. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, hey, Wolfie Harvell, yeah, the music and podcast thing, oh, that is maddening when they get the music and the voices so vastly different.
What was that?
It drives me insane.
Bowser King of the Koopa is now following. I don't think that's what he's saying. I don't think he means like within a podcast.
I think he means on the more meta level that
the
default levels for music are different from strictly like spoken audio.
Yep, that's a fair comment too, but that's not what I thought he was saying. Because
It's also annoying when people just don't level their content.
yeah, there's the issue when podcasts have music either at the beginning or partway through or whatever, and they don't have that balance right. It's insanity. Just listen to the thing that you've made just once. Just try it yourself.
Upload.
Just try it yourself.
Blind uploads,
maybe.
man.
Like whenever I insert background music into a like a video, I have to go back and listen to it and be like, holy crap, that's too loud, and drop the level, and then listen to it again and be like, it's still too loud, and drop the level. I end up usually, when I have background music, it's at like 3%.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, music gets put in at super high volume because it's way easier to dial it down. Because if you have to turn it over the default amount, the quality loss is pretty staggering.
Yeah.
People talking, nobody cares, and the priority is usually on the file size. So they're just done to different standards, but it is annoying. Just like how on TV, the commercials are going to be louder than most of the actual programming because the people making them suck.
I also thought that was a douchebag marketing thing.
It is.
Oh, okay.
It just is. Like, they want to get your attention and let you know that whatever show you were actually trying to watch is taking a break, and you need to buy Tide!
Oh, that reminds me. I need to buy Tide.
There you go.
I gotta buy baking soda. I'm out.
Do not confuse the two.
Do not put Tide in your cookies. Got it.
Yes, that
Comes
is
in
important.
pod form if you're going to eat it.
That's right.
Also,
All right.
don't.
Let's
Buy
actually start.
Baking pods.
Yeah, let's actually start Monday Night Magic now.
Okay, screenshot.
I thought this was Monday Night Magic.
What was that? Gothic threw 1,000 bits and said 1,000 needle attack. Ah!
There you go.
Thanks, buddy. That's awesome. Oh yeah, we should pose for the thumbnail before we.
Yeah, stand by.
What, stand by? Okay, standing by.
Standing by.
Redhead standing by.
Red Goblin standing by.
Okay, so I will just turn and look over here like this and go. Okay.
Okay. You would push the button.
Okay, so here we go. Starting Monday Night Magic for realsies and serious in 3, 2, 1. Ow, jam! Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Monday Night Magic here on twitch.tv/themanapool. This is, as you can see on the screen, episode 637 of Monday Night Magic.
Not a small number.
Do what?
Not a small number.
Not an even number. Not a round number. It's not a pretty number. It's actually kind of an ugly number.
Not
It's
even
kind of an
divisible
ugly
by
number.
3.
It's not, is it? What
637,
kind of a
what are you doing with your life?
What
You
is
better
wrong
come
with
back
you?
bigger by 1 next week.
That won't be divisible by 3 either, though, so.
Admittedly, I don't even know if there will be one next week, because pre-release weekend is usually dead.
That's true.
We'll see.
But anyway. So, I'm Chewie, as you can clearly see under
He
my
is.
name. It says Chewie. In the middle there, right there, we have Squee. You can see it says his name down there. And then way over there on the other side, we have Cluze, and as you can clearly see, because it says his name under him. It's crazy how that works.
It's labeling.
Is it labeling or is it profiling?
I mean, you're the one doing it. I guess it's up to you.
All right.
Yes, Stark, they left me hanging.
It's whatever it is that you need it to be.
Oh, was that a fusion dance? I'm sorry. I thought you were just doing the huh thing and
Oh,
pointing.
I missed it. I wasn't looking at that screen. I'm sorry. I was
My
looking at
bad.
I was working on factors of 637.
See, there's your problem.
I'm not fusing with you.
My apologies.
Okay, so Monday Night Magic 637. We are here to talk about things and also stuff. Now, we're going to try something different this week based on some feedback from some of the listeners over in the Discord server, the Manifold
Listeners
Discord
like
server.
you.
Yeah. If you're
Dun-dun-dun.
watching this live on Twitch, there's a link below that says Discord or something like that. That will take you to the Discord server. And if
Hey,
you're
it
watching this on
does say
YouTube,
Discord.
what?
It does say Discord.
Okay. And if you're watching this on YouTube, there's a link in the description that will say Discord server.
Down in the doobly-doo.
That's the official Manapool Discord server. You should come hang out and join in the conversation. Now, I don't remember why I said all that. But anyway, yeah, based on some feedback we got from them, we've been wondering, because we don't know anything about Magic tournaments, like meta, what decks are good. We just read from a list. And we have no real stake in it, you know? So we were wondering how important it was that we continue to do that. Like, we don't do it because we want to do it, or because we have anything to add. We talk about tournament news just because that's what we've always done.
Yeah, we do it because of the fundamental force of nature, the force of habit.
That's is, yeah. If we could figure out how to merge gravitation and the other forces, and then figure out where habit fits in, we will have solved everything.
We will really have gotten somewhere.
Yeah.
That's like
I'm
Nobel
pretty
Prize
confident
stuff.
we would create even bigger problems and have to solve those.
I'm cool with that. I'm sick of our current problems. I could use some better ones.
Yeah, let's maybe at least try different problems.
Look, we've all mulliganed that questionable hand into another questionable hand. I get it.
I'm gonna mold a 3.
There you go.
But anyway, so based on some feedback, it seems like people like us who don't really play Magic tournaments are still interested.
Whoa. Can I get you to back up for just a minute?
Okay, what?
People like us?
No. People, comma, or parentheses, like us.
Similarly.
Oh,
People who are similar to us. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you. That was my confusion. Go on. Carry on.
So we're going to try a thing and just push that to the end, so we get all the good stuff up front. And then if you don't care, you can leave, I guess. But don't, because there's always good stuff mixed in throughout everything. But we'll front load the content this week and see what happens. So I don't remember what I was going to say. So let's start with this thing here. We know what the next set is called, finally.
Return to Revenge of Ravnica.
It is called War of the
Cold
Spark.
Snap 2.
What? No. That's the set after.
Ice Age 4?
Cold Snap 2, Snap Harder. Cold Snap was Ice Age 4, technically.
This time.
Too cold,
it's
too
cold.
snap.
Fate of the Snap.
Cold Snap, Continental Drift.
How do we work in it about being about family? It's about family.
Oh God, Fate Reforged.
See,
Dragon's
they're already doing
Maze.
them out of order.
We're terrible.
It's Dragon's Maze 2. Oh God, we're so sorry.
Dragon's Maze, Return to Labyrinth. The goblin you didn't expect but always wanted waits.
Anyway, the
Hoggle?
next set is called War of the Spark.
It is.
Because on the coming soon page, that's literally all we got.
This is actually the one where they reveal that Ravnica is Cybertron, right?
I think so, or maybe Unicron. I don't know.
I think this
Ooh.
is the one that's finally a crossover with Girl Genius. That's a Spark joke. There are like 4 people
Wow.
who got that. You're welcome.
It's a Foglio thing.
Yeah, totally is. And they used to do art for Magic, so it fits.
Yeah, works out across the board.
There you go.
So you get a Scheherazade, and you get a Scheherazade, and because that's a Foglio art.
But restrict.
That's why everyone only gets one, Bill.
We only get one.
That's right. Everybody gets one, and
There we go.
everybody gets one.
All right. So anyway, we know that this is the name of the next set because of WPN mailings and whatnot that list off all of the things you can buy as for WPN stores, including 36-pack boosters and Planeswalker decks and all kinds of stuff. So this is totally the next set, unless they pull some sort of massive switcheroo. But considering all of that WPN stuff went out, I kind of doubt they're going to do that.
I mean, don't worry. It's in April. What could happen?
Yeah, it's probably just going to be Mirrored and Pure all over again.
Mirrodin was never pure.
I know, but I'm
Moving
still
on.
bitter. Still bitter. Hey, speaking of Mirrored and Pure and War of the Spark, because I'm going to try and fuse those two things together.
Are you going to do a fusion dance too?
This is the fusion episode.
Evidently.
Did you guys see, and I know this is something kind of for later in the show if we were going to talk about it at all, have you guys seen the artwork on Priest of Forgotten Gods? Have you
Yes.
seen this card?
Yes.
Have you heard the conspiracy theory that Nicol Bolas is actually attempting to assemble his own private army to defend against another Phyrexian invasion?
Haven't heard that one.
Because this card has been referenced as evidence for that. Because if you look very, very carefully at the runes that are carved into the altar that's in that artwork for Priest of the Forgotten Gods, well, first of all, the look to the character model on Priest of the Forgotten Gods looks a little Phyrexian in the face area. But the runes on the front of that altar, some of them are Phyrexian, or at least look Phyrexian. And of course, the flavor text says the Orzhov are not the only religious tradition on Ravnica, nor the oldest. And so there you go. Since when people said it was going to be Emrakul, and we were like, "There's no way it's Emrakul. That's dumb." Okay, I am not willing to take a stance on this one. It could be that Nicol Bolas all this time has been doing what he's doing to try and get powerful enough to stop the Phyrexians. Maybe he's the good guy after all.
I don't believe
So the problem that I have with this is I don't see any runes on this art, by the way.
Yeah, again, you've got to have a big version of it to see it.
I mean, I've got
Does anyone have that?
I've got a pretty big version. Hang on, I'll drop it in the chat for everybody.
Yeah,
it's in the Twitch chat.
Let's see, I need a bigger version. I swear somebody linked to this and I saw them myself. Maybe I'm making it up. I don't know.
Like,
look, I only know what I've heard on the internet.
I can see these little notches right here. Maybe people thinking they're words or runes, but
this.
I don't
know. Can you guys see my mouse? Yeah, you can see my mouse. But I don't think they are.
They are just above. No, they're not. Okay, maybe. Nope. Look, I got nothing.
Maybe.
No, what you're saying is they're forgotten. I got you. Forgotten runes.
They
Forgotten
could be,
drawn.
yeah.
They're forgotten runes. They're forgotten realms.
Ah,
Ooh, that's
okay,
also-
that I could buy.
A
Yeah.
crossover waiting to happen.
That's right. It's the Dragonlance set. There are going to be Kinder. We're sorry.
Are we though?
No, actually, no. That'd be kind of cool.
No, okay.
Anyway, so that was a thing. I heard it. I thought I'd pass it along. Get your tinfoil hats out. Put them on.
Also, I think a long time ago, Bowser, King of the Koopa, followed, and I didn't call it out, or I didn't because I think one of them started talking, and then I lost the thread. So hey, thanks for the follow. By the way, it's Stark. If you put stuff. Yeah, that was in the MTG channel, and it's in our show notes. We'll be talking about it later. Thank you for the random message that I can't go look at on stream unless I pull it up on my phone. Anyway.
Sweet.
Do what?
I said sweet.
Yes. Okay, so that's enough of that. But yeah, War of the Spark, it's going to be the Infinity War thing. I'm predicting a big, like, Bolas's Legion of Doom versus the Gatewatch Avengers thing.
But he doesn't need that. He's already beat them up.
To which I will say that Solomon Grundy want pants too.
He does. I want a seahorse. Yeah. Deep cuts.
I need more ties.
Okay, moving on. Another thing that happened last week.
Monday?
On Thursday, actually.
Oh, Thursday.
Because we talked about this on the Mana Pool as it happened. Not as it happened, but that day. They've announced Ravnica Allegiance Mythic Edition. You guys remember Mythic Edition?
Yes.
No, I don't.
It was that TV show where that guy got mythic rares the day early.
Anyway, it was also that horrible joke of a mess for buying this expensive premium product. But they're working on that. So, this Mythic Edition will have the sweet new arts here. Karn, Tamio the Moon Sage, Soren Markov. That's Karn, Sign of Urza, by the way.
Hey, that guy's in a wall.
Yes, he is. Jaya Ballard, a Johnny Mentor of
man.
Heroes. Dak Faden, Domri
Man,
Chaos Bringer, and Kaya Orzhov Usurper. That's the That's the thing. Now remember, this is $250 and has 24 packs, 8 of which have one of these planeswalkers. Everyone gets all 8 when you buy the Mythic Edition. That's the point.
Anybody know what some of the lesser planeswalkers from the Mythic Edition are going for on the secondary market?
I've never checked.
I kind of want this Jaya Ballard.
I'm sure in the time it took you to ask, you could probably look it up.
Yeah, I know, but I was just thinking out loud, and I'm kind of lazy. But
Fair
yeah, I'm gonna go look.
I just appreciate that whenever they do these, we get cool new art that will eventually find its way into, like, actual just frameless art. Because these nice vertical things are pretty phone friendly if you're looking for something cool for your background.
Yeah.
And I've had OG Tomio on my phone forever, so maybe it's time to swap out.
He's not wrong. So, this is important. Now, this is neat and all, but whatever. But the important bit is they're not going to be on the Hasbro Toy Shop.
Hooray!
They will be sold through Hasbro's eBay store.
Cut out the middleman.
Wait, aren't they adding a middleman?
I mean, you're going to eBay to get your rare magic stuff. They're cutting out the middleman.
Ah, gotcha. So this means, 1, shipped globally rather than just to North America, and 2, it won't freaking break.
Life will find a way.
So, yeah, they're not going to do it directly through Magic Fests like they did with the last one. That was a response to everyone being angry that they couldn't get it shipped globally. So they did the GP pickup thing. But this, they're not doing that because now they can ship them worldwide. Got it? Got it.
Wow, those Mythic Edition foils are kind of expensive.
Even the dumb ones? Not
the dumb ones. The dumb ones are okay. The dumb ones are okay. So like Duretti is like $40, and Nicol Bolas is like $60. But like Teferi, you want a Teferi? How about $180?
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah. How about a Liliana the Last Hope? $140.
Pass.
Yeah, let me take a look at this Jaya Ballard. Do I want it that much?
You'd want it, but you're not going to buy it.
Yeah, but I'm probably not going to buy it. You're right. It's pretty sweet art, though.
Dude, just get a playmat or something. It'll be fine.
Do you have any idea how many playmats I have?
Yeah,
hey,
but
you've got several less now.
I do have several less now.
You made room. But no, like, these are, like, legitimately awesome poster options. I recommend keeping an eye out on the artists who do these, because when they start posting them to DeviantArt or something, you can probably order prints, and these would look nice on your wall if you're into that.
As much as I hate Tomio, my God, that card looks good.
Come on, dude, Moon Bunny.
I know, it's just, she's so blue.
She's very blue.
So, chat is saying that your numbers are inflated, Cluze, wherever you're looking.
Okay.
JD Phoenix says Mythic Edition Duretti is $25 and $35 for Bolas. Stark says the same thing.
Look, $25 and like $30 are the same number. It's fine. Look, the point is they're not like $250.
For sure you said 40, so that's a significant percentage difference.
Whatever. Okay, sure. They're still.
Look, Cluze is not a man of science. He's a man of feelings.
Is it within a factor of 2? Then it's fine.
Mythic deviation.
But anyway, so there you go. Ravnica Allegiance Mythic Edition. When do they go on sale? Does it say?
It'll probably say in a different article that doesn't have the price.
No,
noon Pacific time on Thursday, January the 24th.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so, then you have a week and a half.
3 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. GMT.
And if you'd like to know other time zones, figure it out yourself. What do we look like? Jeez. They have entire websites that will Google will tell you what time it is there.
Mythic Edition is a fun premium product that players clearly were interested in. So we want to make the buying experience as positive and as smooth as possible.
Also, as possible as possible.
We want to make it actually occur.
I appreciate the fact that the place where I buy this will also sell me Mousetrap.
We have this dump truck, and it is not yet full of money. We would like you to fill it with money.
Here's a thing that you will give us $250 for.
And we will take it.
All right, so that's that. Next up, hey, Magic Arena has some big changes coming.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So first off, the big news: duplicate protection. So let me spell this out to you in as quick a way as possible. Right now, on Magic Arena, if you open a pack that has a mythic in it, it could be any mythic from that set, right?
Yes.
It's probably the enchantment that sucks.
It's probably the enchantment that sucks, but if you're me, especially. But you can get any mythic. Now, if you already have 4 of some mythic and you don't want a 5th one, you'll probably get a 5th one. Let's be real, because your luck works like mine. But coming soon, that won't be the case. So if you open up a pack, it could be that has a mythic in it. It will now be any mythic except for mythics you already have 4 of. Yeah.
Because there's no reason to have more than 4 in digital. It's
Exactly.
the important thing to remember.
That's the idea, yeah.
So now I hear you ask, but what if I already have 4 of every mythic? Well, 1, that means you spent too much money on this game. But 2,
Dump truck, money.
now, instead of getting a 5th copy of any mythic, you just get some gems. Before, if you got a 5th copy of a card, it would be Vault Progress and whatever. But now you get gems, 20 for a rare, 40 for a mythic. I think that's right. Is that right? Yes.
That sounds correct.
Can I ask a question?
Okay.
You
What
did.
is Vault Progress?
So the vault, whenever you open extra cards, and that still works that way for commons or uncommons once this update goes live, you get progress towards opening your vault. And the vault is just a bunch of wild cards, I think.
Huh.
I played enough to open exactly 1 vault.
So it's a loot box.
No, it's literally just wild cards. You know what you're getting when your vault opens, if I am understanding correctly.
Okay, what are wild cards then?
Wild cards are things you can trade in for any card of that rarity that you want. So if you get a mythic wild card, that means it is any mythic you want. It's an actual wild card.
Here's the wall of mythics.
Yes.
Trade us for the mythic. You point at the mythic you want.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, a booster pack is a loot box. As Stark pointed out.
I mean, that is true. Magic's been doing the loot box thing since before we called them loot boxes. Yes.
This is more like getting store credit for singles.
Huh.
Sorta, yeah.
I mean, like, by comparison.
So, but now you get gems. And remember, gems are
It's truly outrageous.
No. Gems with G are the cash-only currency that you spend real money to get gems. Well, now this is another way to get gems. You can also get gems from doing well in drafts and stuff. I don't know. I don't play Arena. But, so this is cool. This is a way to build up. Okay, this is eventually, in the far, far future, a way to build up gems. But you have to, again, you don't get gems until you've got a full playset of every rare or mythic, depending on which one you're opening, in that set. So
It'll be a while.
Yeah, it'll be a while. So it's duplicate protection. I do like the duplicate protection part of this. That's great. Hearthstone did that with legendaries a while back. If you have a legendary, you will never open another copy of that legendary unless it's golden. I don't know how that works, but which is the Hearthstone equivalent of foil. But
Does Arena have foils?
I don't think it does.
Huh.
That I'm aware of.
I don't believe it does.
Also,
if they did, this whole system wouldn't work.
Honest to God, every time you say the word gem, the theme song starts over in my head.
Yeah. Because it's excitement.
It's contagious, dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I said, not getting more than 4 copies. So if you've already got your set of, like, Teferis, let's say, in Arena, and you're trying desperately to build up a set of some other card from Dominaria, and you open some packs, and you get another Teferi, you're going to be like, come on! Because Mythics are already rare enough to open to where, like, it's like, oh, it's a Mythic! And then it's one I've already got. Son of a... Well, now that won't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Now it'll be, the enchantment that's dumb.
Though all of that said, just in case anyone's wondering, none of this applies to limited.
Yeah, it doesn't affect your limited packs. I like the way they felt the urge to point that out because they know that Magic players are nitpicky bastards.
The first question they would get otherwise would be, so I should buy all the bad mythics and liquidate the good ones and only get good mythics in draft?
Yeah.
And they're like,
it's not
no.
how that works. Draft packs are completely separate from just opening packs for your collection. Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Just clarifying.
That's why I didn't point that out, because it's stupid to even have that thought. But, Magic players. So,
Welcome to the internet.
yeah.
They're not going to read. We are telling them things.
So, yeah. There you go. And I don't understand this. And Pinball Witch just pointed it out. Like, gems don't... like, it says... You'll receive gems the next time you would get a mythic if you've already got the playset of the full set. It won't downgrade to a rare. Okay. Is that a thing it did before? No. It would just give you vault progress, right?
I think the fear would be that because it's always getting you something you don't have 4 of until that point, that it would shove you down to the next rarity, which it never said it would.
But again,
people are
Magic
afraid
players.
of things like that happen.
Yeah, okay. Look, people still accuse Blizzard of, like, being greedy with how they do anything that involves free stuff in any way. So I guess they're just trying to head that off already. It's like, well, so you're saying I won't open any more mythics? You're just going to give me rares instead? That's not fair. No, that's not what we're saying at all, you idiot. Shut up.
And, like, it really stands to note, the odds of getting every mythic times 4, you probably have so much stuff in there that you should start spending your money on other things, because it's just going to take a while.
Yeah,
so
like
most of this is dealing with the high-end extremes.
Well, also, and it's the duplicate protection that is really nice. More so than the getting gems. Like,
yes.
the gems thing is just a way to reward the people who spend money to buy packs in the first place to get their full sets sooner.
It's whale food.
For free-to-play players, the gems thing literally doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But the duplicate protection does for the budget players who don't want to spend, however many hundreds of dollars to get all the stuff that's current.
Yeah.
So, there you go. But okay. Also, let's see. Okay, the individual card rewards are also covered by the duplicate protection. That's neat.
Yep. And because it's popped up several times in the chat now, I'll acknowledge that after you've drafted, if you get something that you've already got 4 of because they're a different pool, then when it's over, they're going to convert your extra copies per these systems. So rares and mythics become gems, commons and commons go to the vault. So there is something affecting limited here, but
not your actual cards you open. It doesn't change what you open.
In terms of what cards you get to play with, nothing is different.
Yeah.
But yes, that is a difference.
It's just what happens to your collection afterwards is the only change. So, yeah. All right. So another thing that happens is Ranked Constructed will have some best of 3. Says we'll be adding constructed best of 3 to our list of ranked events once the new preseason starts, which starts on January 31st.
Listen, I have it on good authority from the internets that everything everywhere is always going to be best of 1 forever and evermore. I'm confused.
Yeah. That's why you don't listen to people on the internet, Cluze. It's because, as I've just stated, people on the internet are stupid. We're on the internet.
Something.
We're also stupid, but at least
stupid,
we're not like abusing people on social media because we're stupid. We're a more entertaining kind of stupid.
Some guy in Overwatch called me stupid on like Christmas, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. Good times.
It's fair.
Chewie was there. He knows.
Squee's like, I didn't. But yeah. That's important because everybody thinks. For some reason, people seem to think that best of one in Arena means that Pro Tours are going to suddenly become best of one. Again, because people on the internet are stupid. Don't listen to them.
They're really running with hyperbole whenever they get a chance to freak out. Like, there's not real problems. Don't worry. You don't have to make new ones.
Yeah. So, there you go. I'm still of the impression that, like, there should be a casual, like a constructed best of 3, and then there should also be best of 1, depending on what you feel like doing. But that's me, and clearly they haven't made Magic Arena for me.
Yeah.
So does that mean
best
that
of
constructed...
1 feels like a more fun, limited thing, in spite of all of my reservations, just because you can't do sideboards and best of 1. So that makes constructed a mess.
Well, that's why they've been they've actually designed some cards with best of 1 in mind, like the split cards, for instance.
That's true.
Yeah. Sam Stoddard actually said that on Twitter. One of the designers.
Yeah.
Or developers, or whatever the hell he does. I don't know what any of those people over at Wizards do.
He's on Twitter.
He's on Twitter. Yeah. So does this mean there will also be ranked constructed best of 1 as well? Because they just said they're adding constructed best of 3. I don't know. I don't play Arena, so I don't really care. If you play, you'll figure it out.
That's it. Elo's coming back.
Yes. Okay, then. Also, Ravnica Allegiance is going live on January 17th, which is in 3 days. Wow. Okay.
Yep. All of
My
the digital stuff
goodness.
happens on Thursday.
I was going to say, that's when it goes live on Moto, too, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, there you go. And then they're doing the Early Access Streamer event, which kicks off the day before. So, all right. Where lots of streamers get early access to Ravnica Allegiance. And if you want more improvements, there will be patch notes available somewhere once this goes live. I don't know where. The status page is where the latest information on maintenance times will be. But I don't know where the patch notes are. I remember in earlier versions of Arena, the patch notes were mythical and didn't exist. But apparently they put them somewhere now, so good luck with that. All right, and while we're on Arena, hey, if you go to the pre-release, you can get a code for a free traditional draft in Arena.
Yep. Note that it's 1 per
one per
Wizards
account.
account. So don't feel like you should walk around collecting people's draft leavings or whatever. Like you'll get the one that comes with your pack. It's the only one you need. It's the only one you can use.
Yeah.
And
Also,
use it by July 1, 2021.
Oh wow. Does it say that somewhere?
Yeah.
It doesn't on this page.
Yeah,
I'm on a
you
different
wandered
page
to a
now.
different page than the one I'm on. All
Yeah.
right, never mind then.
Okay then. We'll assume that what Bill said is true. But also, if you buy the Ravnica Allegiance Planeswalker decks, you'll get a code in the Planeswalker deck that lets you get that deck on Arena. So that's cool. And also, for everyone, if you enter Play Allegiance in Arena, you will get 3 packs of Ravnica Allegiance. Hey, go get them. So there you go. Again, all of these codes are 1 per account, so you can't get multiple copies of your Planeswalker deck.
Yeah.
And you can't get 3 packs unlimited times. So there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
So are we good on Arena stuff now? Should we go on to other things?
That sounds accurate.
All right then. So let's hang on one second while I figure out what to do next. All right, so let's do this legacy thing. On Hipsters
Legacy
of the
thing? What?
Yeah.
What?
On Hipsters of the Coast today, an open letter about the future of Legacy GP events went up. Now, when Bill mentioned this in our group chat, I was like, are Legacy players complaining because they don't get Legacy events even though they're less popular than the other ones that make more money? And he was like, actually, no. And I went, yay! Because that's just what I expect when, again, people on the internet are stupid. No offense if you're on the internet.
That is the way that things are often characterized, yeah.
But that's how things often happen. So the fact that this is actually well thought out and straight legit seems good. Cluze, do you want to take this, or should I?
Yeah. So let me summarize. There is some frustration from some members of the Legacy community that, well, first of all, we don't get many Legacy events. we get that. We understand that. We know that Legacy is not as popular as some other formats. So sure, we don't get many Legacy GPs. But they seem to tend to schedule Legacy GPs, and this is what the complaint here is about. I'm not going to describe them as terrible locations, but pretty inconvenient locations at pretty inconvenient times. So,
let's go less accessible locations.
Yeah, less accessible, accessibly challenged locations at trying times. So, the one that I'm going to say was the catalyst for this particular complaint is the Legacy Grand Prix in Niagara Falls, scheduled for April 19th through 21st of 2019. And so Passover begins on April 19th, and April 21st is Easter Sunday. So that kind of knocks out anybody who's got like any family commitments whatsoever. And it's scheduled in Niagara Falls, which is not as easy to get to as you might think it might be. So unless you kind of live in the like upper East Coast, driving isn't great. And apparently the airport is fairly small and is really only served by two minor airlines flying to Florida and South Carolina. So if Prilliman makes parole, he'll be there, and I guess
Are you kidding? Prilliman's sneaking in the barrel.
Everyone from South Carolina, which is exactly the Carolina that we wanted, I guess.
Look, any way they can get out.
So it's at an inconvenient. Well, okay, more power to them there. If you can get out of South Carolina, I encourage you to do so. Apologies to any listeners in South Carolina, please.
I'm so sorry you're in South Carolina.
We are very, very sorry that you're in South Carolina. So yeah, the few that we do have, end up in tiny places and on really, really bad days. So the complaint is that, if you're going to claim that you don't schedule Legacy GPs because no one comes, maybe don't schedule them on major holidays in hard to get to places, and then maybe people will come.
Yeah. When you make it hard to do a thing, and then you use the fact that people aren't doing that thing as a justification to not do the thing, you've already ruined any chance of getting things done.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the equivalent of that boss who can't fire you, but who just keeps scheduling your hours to be less and less and less until you get fed up and quit.
Yeah,
that's what these people are afraid that they're doing. Well, maybe not on purpose, but it's what's happening. Is that they're scheduling these events at bad times and bad places, and then using that as a justification for why there are less events. So, yeah.
So this is a very valid criticism.
It is. And my hope is that it won't fall on deaf ears. I hope that they will take this complaint seriously. Look, I love Legacy. I really do. Of all the constructed formats that you can play, Legacy is the one that I would want to be playing. But at the same time, I recognize that the audience for Legacy is necessarily smaller than the audience for some other formats, just due to cost and card availability. Totally, absolutely understand it. But at least give it a chance. For those who do love it, for those who do enjoy it, there is still a pretty vibrant, large-ish, significant. There's a significant community. Let's go with that. There's a significant community who is still interested in trying to play Legacy. And it just feels like it's just another roadblock. And it's It saddens me deeply. So if I could, I would have signed on to this, but all these people are people that might have heard of, is what I'm going to say. So I can
It's also the
understand.
people that got in immediately when it was accidentally posted on Facebook.
Yeah, those people too, but
So
I'm not
you're
on the
not going to be
Facebook.
either of those.
Yeah, I'm not going to be either of those. First of all, I'm not actually a legacy podcaster or streamer. I'm just a dude who likes legacy,
Sure.
and I'm also not on the Facebooks. But you know what? If any of the folks who are on this can hear this, I'm totally behind you guys. I agree 100%. Wizards, just cut it out. Just come on, man. That's what my letter would say. Wizards, come on.
You know how we make this work? We
Can
write
work.
it on the inside of a pizza box.
Oh, that's
Oh.
true. That is how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Pizza boxes have been known to get past even the dragon at the front.
Yeah. Okay then.
Do you think if Ryan Kibler wrote it on the inside of a pizza box, it would happen before it got to WotC?
I'm willing to find out. Brian Kibler, if you're listening,
Which you're
get in
not.
touch with me. I know you're not.
But you're not. Yeah.
If you were, I will send you a pizza box
He's
with
busy.
a pizza inside.
He's
See,
busy
it's
complaining on social media about how toxic the League of Legends community is. So I fully expect Riot to suddenly start changing things with regards to how they handle that. Because it happened to Kibler. And that's how you make things change, is you make it happen to Kibler.
I'm kind of glad he's using his power for good.
Yeah, me too.
But
again, Kibler, pizza. What a pizza of your choosing, whatever toppings you'd like. I'll send it to you. You can write on the inside of the box and send the box on.
And it was asked, the major question is, how come they're bringing this now? Wasn't the schedule announced a while ago? Well, I don't think people realize that just how bad both the timing and the location of this event was.
I also don't think most people know when within a given year Easter is, given it's tied to the moon.
It is, and that's really weird, but here we are.
So if you look at it in the abstract, you're like, oh, it's in April. You don't realize what part of, that lunar cycle it falls on.
Well, didn't WotC also recently schedule a GP on Super Bowl weekend that was roundly criticized? Maybe that was a year or two ago. Maybe that was a dream I had. I don't
remember that,
know.
but I could see it happening.
Yeah. I mean, I recognize that there are a finite number of weekends in the year, and somebody's got to end up with a short stick, but we feel like Legacy often gets the short stick.
Clearly.
It's the pokey stick. It's Umizawa's Jite, and yeah, I don't care for that card.
I thought you were saying pokey stick to set up another pizza box joke.
No, but I mean, we could. We could.
Okay, so moving on.
All right, then.
Here is a tweet from Gavin Verhey that says, Challenger decks are returning. They come out on
Dun,
April
dun.
12th for $30. Same design philosophies as last time, full of plenty of great cards. I don't remember what Challenger decks are. I'm not going to lie.
Challenger decks are those pre-built decks that have mythics in them, but they're also full of cards that rotate in 6 months.
But these
They're
are the
meant
good
to be
ones, right?
a competitive way to get into format.
Like, these are the ones that actually didn't suck.
Yes.
Okay.
These are the ones that didn't suck.
There are just so many different something decks, and have been so many over the years, that they all just don't register with me anymore.
Yeah, these were the ones that were actually allowed to have mythics in them and actually did function as a deck that you could reasonably play in an event. You still wouldn't be on the same level as someone who loaded up on the best decks of the format, but
Well,
it's way
obviously, yeah.
closer than the stuff that we used to get.
They're totally a thing you could take to Friday Night Magic, and it would be fine.
Yeah, you would actually be able to play. You may or may not win, but you're as close as you're going to get for $30 and a thing you bought in the store.
Yeah.
So they're doing more of those.
So there you go. Apparently this is where you find that information, is on Gavin's Twitter account. Apparently, it was briefly mentioned in their weekly stream.
Yeah.
Briefly.
I appreciated Gavin mentioning it here because I didn't see it mentioned on the actual website.
No.
At all.
No. But then it comes out in April, so like I can understand why it's not on the website yet.
I mean, it's not a big rush.
Yeah, and this is the thing that Stark tagged me in earlier, in all caps. Like, has nobody mentioned this? I'm like, do people care? We've got it covered. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and yes, Fayen says we all wish that WotC would unify their information stream to not be everywhere. Like Cluze jokes, it's probably on somebody's Instagram
Tumblr
page.
yeah.
So like, if you guys want WotC's information in one place, we have show notes.
Except those show notes don't go out anymore until we get a working podcast.
Hey,
but we had them and you weren't using them.
That is true, yeah.
So remember this.
Guys, this just handed to me.
Yes.
WotC has in fact unified their information stream. It can be found on, let me see if I can read this, the internet.
Oh, there's your problem.
Some sort of ship.
Yeah, it's like all of it.
Well, that's probably more reliable than what I did before, where you essentially go directly to like Renton and ask everyone on a mobile dating app what's going on, and someone you get will be able to tell you.
I think they're actually now putting them on the pizza boxes that are sent to WotC with suggestions written on them. The back of those are now an official news source.
Oh,
okay.
I could believe that.
Yeah.
I can't wait till Pepperoni Block.
There's probably an internal set being developed that actually is called Pepperoni right now.
I'm sure. Like once they shifted over to not having to have just 3, it just became different pizza toppings for the pizza block.
Oh, okay, so it was just asked in chat, did this actually happen with the pizzas? Yes, the pizza box joke is the pizza box that was sent to Wizards. Inside the lid was written something to the effect of "Please ban Top."
Yeah.
And this was shortly before Top was banned.
Before it got top banned.
And we accused Cluze of sending them pizza.
I had nothing to do with it, okay?
He's not saying he wouldn't, but he's saying he didn't.
Wish I had thought of it. I wish I was involved because I would shout that from the rooftops. But I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
It was really funny, though, considering they did ban it very shortly thereafter.
Yeah. So now comes the part where we make fun of Wizards and their website. You guys ready for this?
Now is the part. Wait, we weren't before? Okay,
that
go ahead.
was all pre-gaming, buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
So, check this out. Boom. We have here... No, this one. Boom. We have...
Boom.
Wait, was it this one? Or was it this one?
Did you just prematurely boom?
I don't know which one. Let's start with this one. So, this one... The whole point of this was that, hey, you remember when this used to say all events premiere in Magic Online? There's the premiere events. Well, now it's called the Challenger events. And this is where it lists all of the Magic Fests. And here's the Tabletop Mythic Championship 1. Mythic Championship 2 apparently is in April. Okay. Here's what are these color? They're color coded. What's the blue?
Yeah, what do the colors mean?
Oh, blues are the Mythic Championships.
Yeah, but is there a key for that anywhere, or did you just suss that out?
No, I just had to suss it out.
Okay.
So
the red ones are pepperoni.
The red, yeah. So the ones that just say Magic Fest are just what we used to call GPs. The Magic Tabletop Mythic Championship, that's actually the Pro Tour, is what we used to call it. And then it says Magic Fest Cleveland, Magic Fest Plus, which is a Magic Fest and the
Cleveland.
In Cleveland.
And a Cleveland.
Yeah. Wow, I hadn't actually looked at this before now. This is really stupid. But so yeah, the green ones are the Pro Tours, the red ones are the GPs, to put it in old terms. And the blue one, the blue ones are pointless because it's just...
Yes, blue is pointless.
It's just
confirmed.
Shut up, Cluze. It's just the Pro Tour and Magic Fest together. I don't understand. But whatever. But you'll notice, if we go to Magic Online, look, now we get the Magic Online calendar, right?
Does that have a Cleveland?
So then we have this. But this is the one under content. It's called event schedule, and you see it has this nice happy working tabs at the top here, you see. Like here's the full schedule. That shows you everything that's going on in Magic Online and FNM events and open house. Just look at all of this. There's all this information here.
Wow.
But that's the one that's labeled under content. You can't see the URL, but it's called event schedule. But here, under events, we have the events schedule. And it's all the same information. Except it's called the premiere schedule.
It has events, not event.
Yeah, it's the events schedule under events. And it's still called the premiere schedule. And you'll see that this isn't a working tab. It's just 3 links all jumbled together. So here's all events, which you'll notice is the same as the all events on the other one. And here's Magic Online.
What happens when your CSS gives up?
And here's what used to be called Premiere, but now is called Challenger, but only on one of the pages.
Here, could you go back to the all events?
Yes.
And could you click on list instead of overview? What does that do?
That must be on the other one. Yes, all events. If we go to... Nope. No, that's not on all events.
Nope. List is just on Challenger
it's not
schedule.
there. Okay, so
Yeah, if you go to Challenger, so now this is the overview, and here is the list.
Huh.
So what gets me about this, listeners, check this out. For the longest forever, I've had this page bookmarked. This is the Grand Prix page where it explains what Grand Prix are, which this hasn't changed. There's just a Magic Fest that goes along with it, but the tournament is still called the Grand Prix. People seem to still be forgetting that. So the main event, we used to call it, is now the Grand Prix. Okay. And this has this handy prize payouts and all of that. And then down here, it's got the schedule, you see. But the problem is, this schedule stops having formats listed after Calgary in March. You'll notice Niagara Falls here in April. Boom. That's supposed to be Legacy. We know that. But apparently Wizards has stopped updating this or are really far behind on it. This goes back to unifying their information stream. This is now 3 different pages with this information on it. One of them has the wrong name and the interface is broken. One of them is apparently the proper one, but has stupid color-coded nonsense that doesn't matter. And one of them is either really far behind or abandoned. So yeah, this is the part where we make fun of Wizards website design because it's all over the place.
I mean, my favorite thing is when you're on the Challenger schedule and you go down to, let's say, Magic Tabletop Mythic Championship 1. And then you click on it. And you pull up the page that goes to with all that Mythic Championship stuff. Like, the stream can't see it, but what does it say in your browser in the name of this tab?
Magic.wizards.com/en, that's for English, /content
like
/Pro Tour Magic Event Types Events.
There you go. The title of the page.
Magic Event Types Events.
Like, the actual page title is Pro Tour Magic Event Types Events Magic the Gathering.
Tab say? I was reading the URL. Excuse me. Yeah.
And it still has how can I play on the Pro Tour on the page. Past Pro Tour coverage. Like, they've done a find and replace, but not on all the content.
Well, I mean, past Pro Tour coverage should still say that probably, because...
I mean, that's more fair.
Yeah.
But you got your Pro Tour Team Series down here.
Oh,
got your
wow.
2019 schedules.
At least this doesn't still have 6 on it.
Yeah.
That would be bad. So yeah, Wizards really needs to, consolidate all this and not have... even just event schedules are scattered throughout their website, and some of the pages are just wrong on their site.
It's another metagame. On top of it, there is a game that you have to play to figure out where you can play the game.
Oh, neat. There's a link to the under how can I play on the Pro Tour, because I thought this would be funny. The second option is winning a Magic Online Championship Series event with a link to the 2017 Magic Online Championship Series. So if you drive your car at 88 miles an hour and your flux capacitor is capacitating, you have more of a chance of getting into the Pro Tour than anyone else in the world.
Oh my god. All right. So enough making fun of Wizards for the moment. Let's move on. It's now time for the tournaments.
Ta-da.
Yay. So first up, we have GP Prague, which took place at Magic Fest Prague. Ooh.
That makes sense.
Nice.
And it's Ultimate Masters Limited. And while that's slightly more interesting than normal Limited, we still don't care on this show. So, hey, Pascal Vierin won. So
good job.
Good on him. He had a hell of a year last year, and he's continuing to have a good year now in 2019.
Like, of note, this event had 2,500 players.
Yeah.
Which makes it the third largest Magic tournament in European history.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is put out Ultimate Master Sealed and then cap it at 2,500 and you'll get your third place.
Also, this reminds me, you remember how last week I said, no, we didn't miss any events, let's just get going? We did miss GP Vancouver, the other Ultimate Masters one, the one that was surrounded by so much controversy. We just didn't talk about it.
Did we really?
Yeah, because it was
like
the 28th, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it was right before New Year's Eve, and since we didn't record either of those weeks, we just missed it.
Oh, I think we talked about it ourselves on some extent, and I just forgot. Yeah, we also talk to each other outside the show, by the way, so that can be problematic.
Not terribly.
Yeah, it really can be, because sometimes we can't remember if we did that like while talking to you guys or just between us.
And other times Cluze is on a boat, but he thinks he's on the podcast, and it's really confusing to other people on the boat.
Yeah, and sometimes I'm on a podcast and think I'm on a boat.
Which is really confusing for us, because this man will be in swim trunks.
Actually, I'm rarely in swim trunks when I'm on the boat.
That's just for us, then?
Nice.
It's actually just for you two. And
Aww.
Supporters of the Patreon. No, that's not true. That's not
Mythic Lifeguard. Cluze calendar. Moving on.
That sounds terrible.
Anyway, also it was asked, and I just saw it now. Since the schedule is up, is there any other scheduling conflict? I don't know. I don't care enough to dig through the two different pages, because the two that were very similar were obviously pulling from the same place.
Yeah, I skimmed over it. It looked like it was all pulling from the same place. Yeah. In fact, the old TBD thing with the one that was less up to date corresponded to the fact that the new one just has links that go to the overview page. So they're pulling from the same database. They're just dealing with the data differently.
I don't know if there are any other conflicts on there, and I don't know. Someone else can figure that out. Or not.
The conflict is that two of them exist and only one should exist. We should Highlander this thing and move on.
It's true, yeah.
All right, then.
But anyway, so yeah, Pascal Vieira in one. Alexander Rosedal's in second. Stefano Vinci, let's say, is in third. Rob DeHaan is in fourth. Hang on, his name is white. There we go. Arne Huschenbeth, nice name. Arne Huschenbeth, we're going to go with that, is in fifth. Marcus Angelin, I think, and Angelin is in sixth. Anton Morgenstern took seventh, and hang on, I screwed something up. Here we go. How do you say this guy's name? Eves?
I don't.
Whoa, what happened? I apparently clicked on him. Let's just back that up. That was weird. Let's go with Yves Chavot. Yeah, I'm going to go with that because that's probably not right.
There you go.
Took eighth. There you go. Yay. But again, it was limited, so who cares? Yep. But good job.
By coming in fifth through eighth and winning $1,000, you've almost made back the price of the card you opened. Nice.
I don't remember how much it was to play.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just making fun of how expensive that set is.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Star City was in, where are we at here?
Star City.
Oh, we're in Worcester.
Worcester.
Yay, Worcester. Sure.
I feel like they go there a lot.
They do, yeah. Because we make these same jokes a lot.
That's
true.
why I felt like they went there a lot, because we go there every time. With the joke.
Oh,
See,
Stark said they go there a lot to make us say it. Those clever bastards.
That's a way to manipulate us.
That's conspiracy.
Worcester, Hamptonshire, sure.
A new conspiracy set.
So, this was modern. The open was. So here I have the day 2 metagame breakdown. Where we had 13. Ooh. We had 13 is it. Whoa. Hang on, I'm bad at highlighting apparently. We had 13 is it Phoenix decks. 10 modern burn decks.
Burn.
There we go. 8 Grixis Death Shadow, 7 Bant Spirits, 5 each of Amulet Titan and Storm, 4 Jeskai Control, only 3 Ironworks, which should clearly be banned.
Clearly.
3 each of Jund, Mono Green Tron, Azorius Control, and from there it drops down to 2s and 1s. But
one of those isn't even magic. Look at it.
Metagame breakdown is nice and wide. That's an actual place name, isn't it?
It is. It is.
That's in. Is that from Wales?
I believe it is Welsh. Yes.
Yeah.
I cannot pronounce the name of that town, but it's really, really long. Sorry, I was laughing at the chat.
Oh,
Look,
yes. Good old Lanfar, Pulgwin, Gwifligager, Grichwind, Rob, Will, and... you moved it. I hate you. It's done now.
Look, if you're not watching us live and following along in the chat, you are missing out on some really good jokes.
I don't know if they're good, but you're missing them.
Anytime you see Cluze on the stream, like I'm trying not to like just completely lose it and laugh, it's because I'm reading the chat. So
yeah,
good stuff there.
I have much more practice ignoring chat, so. All right. But that's the metagame breakdown. Let's go to the actual event. How many people were in the Modern Open, by the way?
Modern Open had 892 humans, only some of which were playing humans.
That's a pretty good amount. All right. Well, Dominic Harvey won the whole thing with the Amulet Titan deck.
Yeah.
In second place, we have Tariq Patel. Third place, Ross Merriam. Fourth place, Jake Mondello. All running Is It Phoenix?
It is.
There it was. That's what I was waiting on.
All right. Sorry, I was a little slow on the uptake.
Fifth place, we have Jonathan Sukenik. I really need to learn how to say his name. Playing Jeskai Control. Sixth place, K. Wrong was not wrong. He was playing Grixis Death Shadow, as was seventh place Tom Kessler. And then in eighth place, Gabriel Laporte was setting the world on fire playing Burn.
There you go.
Oh, the first Humans is in 11th.
Okay, then.
Well, all three of the Ironworks decks that made day 2 were 15th, 17th, and 18th.
Yeah, but look at 14th.
14th is it's more Burn.
Burn.
Nice. But yeah,
Okay,
this all
then.
looks pretty normal for that.
What's the collective noun for Phoenix?
Is it a Welsh?
Phoenixi?
No, the collective noun. So like Pride of Lions.
Oh. Conflagration?
Ooh, a conflagration.
That's not a bad one.
Phoenicians?
Phoenicians.
I mean, like, I had a few options, but I'm like, is it like an Arizona Phoenix?
Yeah, I was going to say, we could go for the Arizona,
Is
but
it
that's low-hanging.
like a down of Phoenix? Or is it like a Phoenix of the down when they're going through that mood? I don't know.
It's the Phoenix of the Down.
It's a saga
No
of
down.
Phoenix. There we go.
Copyright. Okay.
Yeah, it's a saga of Phoenix. We got this. Because they'll just keep making that.
It's a Jean Grey of Phoenix.
Limited time only. Opera comes back next year.
Oh yeah, when does the Phoenix Saga stupid movie happen? Is that this year?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing I'm not looking forward to.
Hey, they've already done it wrong once. Maybe they do better. I don't know.
Well, look, like no one was looking forward to the Venom movie either, but it made a bajillion dollars. So
Not quite a bajillion D.
hey, it was close to a bajillion D.
Oh, Gothic said a Blaze of Phoenix. I can see that.
Not bad.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
okay.
talk about the classic.
Yeah, so that was the open. How many people were in the Modern Classic?
The Modern Classic had 224.
And how many were in the open?
The Open had 892.
Okay, that's a pretty good. It's a pretty good amount for both of those
Yeah,
to
it's
be
about a fourth.
in. We're just sure. All right. Well, Frank Scarron won the classic with Mono Red Phoenix. So with is not Phoenix.
Zing!
That's all I wanted was the Cluze to laugh. Brian Hawk is running Burn in second.
Burn.
Clicked the wrong button. Chat, where did you guys go? I lost you. There you are. Caleb McVeigh took third with a Titan Shift deck. Matt Tumovich took fourth with Grix's Death Shadow, as did Brad Carpenter in fifth. Neil Lockwood has a certain affinity for artifacts, even though I bet none of the cards in his deck have affinity for artifacts. Scott Briggs is in seventh with Death and Taxes. Wait. What's Death and Taxes in Modern? Oh. Okay, it's this deck. I didn't realize that we had taken the calling this Death and Taxes in Modern, too.
Yeah, I wouldn't really thought about that.
But I can see why.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Yeah. Okay.
It's almost a bajillion D.
It's Displacer combo at one point.
Oh, no, that's the open. Close that. Okay, here we go.
Close the open.
Yes.
Immediately.
And then Steven
Stop to
Snelson
go.
took eighth with Jund Death Shadow. Wait, what?
Sure.
Oh, because Goyf.
It's a Rampager.
And Rampager.
Because Goyf.
And Assassin's Trophy.
There's actually a lot of red in this.
Well, I mean, there's red in the Grixis version.
Yeah.
Look at 12th place.
Traverse. 12th place is... hang on, where am I? 12th was Goblins.
I approve.
In Modern? Oh, yeah, wait, we've seen this deck, I think.
Yeah, we've seen this one before.
Yeah.
Oh, look, see, we got Thalia in there. That's great.
And Torch Courier. What?
Yeah.
Ha.
I didn't even know that card existed.
Nah. Well, it's new. Right? That's Guilds of Ravnica.
Yeah, that's new.
There are so many Goblin with Torch cards that, they don't actually stand out to me that much anymore. But
yeah. And hiccups.
Vault. Blood Moon. Oh, yeah.
Right, Cluze?
The Trash Master there, and Krenko, and the sign.
Clues were on stream. Just
Huh?
remember that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What are we talking about? I'm looking at goblins.
You're not on a boat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well that covered a lot of ground for Modern.
Tagged in chat. What is this? Carso says, I would like it noted that technically all of the Phoenix decks in the top 8 were actually just Guy. Oh. Even the mono red one? Nope. This one's actually mono. Well, it's got a touch of green, but Metamorphose doesn't count. Of course, now that I'm looking for an Is It Phoenix deck, there isn't one. Wow, is there really not one at all? There isn't one at all in this top whatever.
Because they are all still in the big tournament.
I get, yeah, because they all made day 2. Okay, well, we'll take his word for it because I don't care enough to go look. But sure. Why are they technically just Guy? They all had white in the sideboard. Okay. Gotcha. Whatever you say, man. I've learned that Star City is going to do whatever Star City wants when it comes to deck naming. And us making fun of them doesn't seem to help. So
yeah, they really
we do it for us at this point.
At this point, yeah. And for you guys. So, all right, let's keep going. Now we've got a legacy thing. But no one cares, so moving on.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. I forgot. We're actually talking about Legacy, and Cluze is here.
That's right.
It's
And I'm
crazy.
actually here. I'm not on a boat. That's how you can tell that I'm not on a boat, is that there's, Legacy for me to talk about, I guess. How many folks did we have here in Legacy, Squee?
178.
178 playing the king of all formats. And in first place, Roland Chang was just so close, just one color away from being decent, but instead it's Grixis Delver. Grixis Delver. In second place, Anderson. Yeah, it's better than Grixis. Why'd you bring the blue? Why did you bring the blue, Roland Chang? Why did you put a true name Nemesis?
I think that's what the blue's for.
There's no swearing on Monday Night Magic. In second place, Anderson Boone took all of the joy of Grixis and made it also control. Look, I looked at these two decks. Do you know what the difference is between the Grixis Delver deck and the Grixis Control deck? Do you know what the difference is?
Delver?
I hate them both. In third place.
Not a difference.
I know. Kenta Hiroki is playing Azorius Stoneblade. You okay over there, Chewie? Did you like the delivery on that one?
No, it was solid.
I felt good about it. In fourth place, Joseph Horton just snuck up on everything. I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about the earlier joke. Fifth place, Eric Meadow had elves. Can we talk about the elves deck?
Oof, oof.
Because I think I want to talk about the elves deck. Well, because I like elves. It's a good deck. Look, Rurik Thar the Unbowed in the main deck.
Yep.
It's great. I love that so much. Game one, you're playing against the Storm player. You get out that Rurik Thar, and they just look at it, and they look at you, and they look at it, and they go, "That's not your sideboard?" And you go, "No, that's main deck." And they go, "Game two?"
It does have that effect on people. There are decks that just seed and lose.
Oh, it's just so great.
Do you then board it out for game two just to mess with their head?
I have, yeah.
I mean, what you do is you take cards out of your deck and put them in your sideboard, and then you take cards out of your sideboard and put them into your deck, and then they just wander.
Yeah, that's the way you should do it. Just shuffle all 15 in, pull 15 back out. Call it a day. In sixth place, Brent Miles is the only two functioning parts of our government right now with death and taxes. In seventh place, Austin Widmer is not cleared to buzz the tower. I want to make a Top Gun joke here because it's Maverick. That's what I want to do. In eighth place,
you went with one of the less direct references. So.
You okay over there, Chewie?
God.
You okay?
Sorry,
in eighth place,
the two functioning parts of our government got me again. Also, what about if you want to make a Maverick joke, you can either go the classy route and say he's lost that love and feeling.
Yeah.
Or you could go the grim route and say Goose is not talking to him.
Oh. Still
wow.
Too soon. Eighth place, Matt Whittle has just as many affinity cards in this deck as all of the affinity players in Modern. It's they claim it's an affinity deck. It's not.
It's not the love and feeling either. That was another deck.
Totally not. That is also totally another deck. And that is your top 8 in Legacy, the king of all formats. Looking outside of the top 8, let's see now. There's no goblins, so the rest is dead to me.
There is a
mono-red prison.
There is, but look, it's like one word away. I mean, it's just like how in first place we had a deck that was just one color away from being good. We have mono-red prison.
Yeah. You know it's prison because Hazaret the Prevert is there.
But it's running Rabble Master and Legion Warboss, dude.
It is.
And then from there it goes wildly off the rails.
Look, the Legion Warboss in prison is actually just the big tough guy that you don't want to mess with because he's got a bunch of much bigger guys around him.
It does go kind of off the rails. But Trinisphere, Blood Moon, Ensnaring Bridge.
Hey, it's got Fiery Confluence too.
Yeah, it does.
That's always fun.
I appreciate the fact that Krenko is not here because he's not going to get taken alive.
You know the best part about this deck? This is 13th place Mono Red Prison with Jordan Goodwin, by the way. The best part about this deck?
Foil.
That's correct. 3 copies of Boil in the sideboard. That is the best part about this deck. Destroy all islands. Have there ever been better words written on a Magic card? I don't know.
I, even now, years later, am amazed they made that an instant.
Yeah.
Like, why?
It's...
Because back in the day, this is a thing that has been talked about recently, actually, in the Manipool Discord server. Back in the day, hate cards were either really pointless and stupid or massively oppressive and overpowered. There was no middle ground.
That is true. It's just like making Boil an instant in the era of mana burn is just like extra messed up.
Yes, indeed. Boil.
So, that's it, right?
It needs split second. Yeah, I need Boil to have split second. Can we get that?
If they can't respond to it, they'll never be able to respond to it.
Is that all we got?
Or we could just add this cannot be countered. Yeah. That's what we need.
Troll Shroud. All right, moving on. Yeah, I think that's it for that tournament adventure. And
all right, I think that's it.
I mean, I think that's it for the episode, right? So just
hey,
reminder: pre-releases this weekend. Go out and have fun.
Oh, holy crap! Pre-releases this weekend.
Yeah,
I'm glad you said something. All right, that had slipped my mind. I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when exactly.
Well, there you go then. Yep, your online stuff is going to start on the 17th, and your paper starts on the 19th, and you can actually go buy this product on the 25th.
Nice.
Is it Cluze? Is it nice? Yes, it is. All right. So, shall we wrap things up then, gentlemen?
I think so.
All right, then. You can find me on Twitter at SqueeGoblinAbob. There's no I in Goblin because I'm going to say it's waiting for a transfer on its flight to Niagara Falls just in case. Who knows? Either that or it's just... Well, I guess it's not waiting in line for the TSA, so who knows what it's doing. What trouble it's getting into. So past that, I just wanted to make a note since I mentioned books and stuff that I go through late every once in a while. The last week or so, I've been listening to the audiobooks of Arsène Lupin, as in the audiobook versions of the classic stories of like the original Lupin, not the anime Lupin the Third. And they're really good. The original Gentleman Thief stories, they're short, they're fun. It's well written for something that's, over 100 years ago. And it's very accessible. I've really been enjoying it. I think it was the right thing that I needed after so many long and drawn out books. Just a whole bunch of like 30-minute, almost episode-like things. And it's also fun because I've watched a lot of Lupin, the anime. So getting to the source and seeing all the stuff that carried over is really nice. So if you're ever looking for something quick and fun, it's also pretty much public domain by this point. I'm sure you could find the text wherever you want. But I've been enjoying the audiobooks. They're available on Audible, so give it a shot. It's neat. And that's pretty much it for me right now. If you're part of the people that try to watch Marvel stuff as soon as it comes out, the Punisher comes out this weekend. We're running out of Netflix Marvel shows as they're canceling all of them, so expect this one to be canceled on Monday.
Wait, what comes out this weekend?
The second season of The Punisher.
Already?
Yeah, they've been jamming through all of their Marvel properties as fast as they can.
I still haven't watched Iron Fist or Daredevil yet. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing Punisher this time, and then I don't remember if it was March or April, but they're going to wrap up Jessica Jones soon, and that'll probably be all that they get to do since Disney's pulling everything home. So enjoy.
If Disney streaming service, I think I said this before on like an odds and ends or something, but if Disney streaming service consisted of everything from the Marvel Cinematic Universe and its subsidiaries, and Disney animated features, and that's it, I would subscribe for life. Oh, and Star Wars, I guess. Sure, why not?
I think that's kind of what they're doing with it. So
But, no, I mean, it has to have it all, though. It can't be like, okay, well, this month we've got these 3 animated movies, and they're all the
you
bad
mean just
ones.
like the whole collection?
Yeah, if they just put it all there and it's always there all the time, I will literally subscribe until it dies or I die.
Yeah, this month from the Disney Vault, we're going to have.
Yeah, if they pull that
101
vault crap,
Dalmatians.
they're never getting any money from me ever. And they're gonna, which pisses me off.
And while we're at it, can we get a box set of Kim Possible? Is that too much to ask?
Yes.
Because they're not.
Yes, it is, because that's not going to happen, and it kills me.
Oh, okay.
Maybe they'll put that on their streaming service.
That'd be nice.
I think that's kind of the direction they go in now. But yeah.
Hang on, now I have to go look and see if Kim Possible is streaming anywhere.
I
Just
don't
for
believe it
clues.
is, but maybe. I haven't checked in a while.
Kim
Look at
Possible
all
is
these
available
people.
to buy on Apple, and that's it. And there's only 1 season. Wow. That's on
Yeah.
justwatch.com, so that could be wrong, but
You're probably going to end up having to buy them from Canada, Cluze.
Apparently there was a box set of it, but it was only released in like Germany.
ah.
That could be
That's-
funny.
I suppose. I get question. No, I don't think so. Anyway, Squee, are you done? Should I?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm wrapping
so
up. Now I'm just being distracted by all these people talking about places near where I live in the chat.
Sweet.
Carry on, sir.
All right, so hey, if you want to get a hold of me, your best bet is the Twitters. I'm at Lacluyze, spelled just like it is in the show notes. Don't forget that 1 week from today, you want to make sure that you aren't playing any non-basics.
What?
He's making a Blood Moon joke.
I'm making a Blood Moon joke. 'Cause there's
Oh, right.
a Blood Moon eclipse is the 21st.
This is one that gives superpowers, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
So wait,
Yeah.
will we be recording when that happens?
That depends. Is the show powered by tapping non-basics?
I mean,
it's
considering
on
the
Twitch.
server went down, I have no
Can-
idea.
Can the show only be powered by red mana? Please say yes.
I mean, I don't think you would accept any other mana
Because
clues.
that's what I'm powered by. So at least 1/3 of the show is solely powered by mountains anyway.
I'm pretty sure I'm basically non-blue when it comes to the mana that it powers me. People
Excellent.
like
Well,
when
I'll
people
accept
ask like, "Hey, Cho, what's your favorite color?" I'm like, "I really like playing all the colors." And I think about it, I'm like, "But except for blue, really." And it's not just because you've been rubbing off on me, it's just how that is. I just don't
I tend to play Jeskai, so I have this small amount of blue that keeps us from being completely Nephilim.
like my favorite wedge is Mardu as far as colors, and my favorite shard is Jund.
Like, when I played Limited, I would generally float around in the Jeskai colors, whichever 2 I could get. So I preferred Boros, but I was certainly willing to play blue if that was what made the red get through.
Oh, also, I don't know if I talked about this on the show last week or if it was on an odds and ends or if I just thought it. I kind of don't remember what happened in the past, to be honest with you. I think I may have suffered a head trauma, but if so, I don't remember it. So
And Jen won't tell him.
there's that. She might tell me, but then I forget immediately, apparently. So I'm actively working on a new commander deck because I have a new commander deck when I go to PAX East later this year. And I asked folks on Twitter for suggestions, and I got quite a few suggestions. But my favorite suggestion so far, and the direction I think I'm going to go, is Zakama Primal Calamity, and do a dinosaur tribal.
I respect that.
Because I think that would be fun. Because
dinosaurs valued eating lunch.
we got dinosaurs. We got dinosaurs all up in here, and it would be red, green, and white, and those are fine colors. I'm okay with those.
I mean, I a Stompy.
So, there you go. That is all I have. Take it away. The mana pool, Chewie.
The mana pool, the mana pool, mana pool, mana pool.
Mana pool.
So, yes, if you want to hear more from me, then there is the Mana Pool podcast, of course. And there's also all the stuff, which you can watch right here on Twitch, or listen to, or watch on YouTube, or listen to on themanapool.com or on the RSS feed or whatever. Basically, everywhere you can find Monday Night Magic now, and then all the Manapool stuff. Reminder, Monday Night Magic at the moment is only a video product. It's on right here live on Twitch. I leave the VOD on Twitch too, just because, and it also goes up on YouTube where I have ad revenue. So if you got to watch it somewhere, please watch on YouTube for my sake. But
I mean, that's fair. It takes time.
Yeah, until they figure something out with MTGcast, I'm not gonna make a new place to put the audio files and then maybe have to swap again. And the RSS feed isn't connected to it anyway. So we're going to lose the large chunk of audience anyway. So
which, to be clear, they are working on it.
Yes.
They have made some progress.
Hipsters of the Coast people are pitching in to help get it up to snuff.
It looks like they're putting a lot of effort into.
Yeah,
so be patient with them, but they are definitely working. This is not just saying that.
Yeah, they're not quite spec. But
this is a spec that you can hear.
Yeah, this is not quite spec who claims, even though it's their fault that it died, that it wasn't their fault. Anyway, so if you want to see other stuff from me other than the podcast, well, right here on Twitch in the last little while. Let's see here. In the last, let's say, 10 days, I have played Mortal Kombat 2011, the reboot, the 2D reboot, I finished the story mode there. I've played a fair amount of XCOM Enemy Within, where the Twitch chat army and I are protecting Earth from the alien scum. Unfortunately, on our last stream, last night, we lost our second member of the Twitch chat army.
You'll have to tune in to find out who, though.
I mean, I'll just tell you, it was Odin's son, but
no.
Stark, you're not on the team, so no, it wasn't you. So many people have popped in on that on last night's stream in particular. We're like, "Did I die?" I'm like, "You're not on the team." They're like, "I thought I was." I'm like, "No, you're on Cap's team," because Cap played XCOM like once, and a bunch of the people who cross between our two streams thought that it's all one game. But like 4 people were like, "Hey, am I dead yet?" I'm like, "You're not."
I like how I hop on and everyone's like, "Hey, you're not dead yet." I'm like, "That's new."
Yes, you are now my only heavy, Squee. So
how
you
messed up is that? I've been printed twice, and they both got 1 toughness, and I'm your heavy. Can't even see, man. Got my special eyes.
Anyway, yes, if you'd like to be in the Twitch chat army, come hang out sometime when I'm playing XCOM Enemy Within. Although now I have to add new soldiers, so you might have a chance of getting in. And this cable in these headphones is a pain. Anyway, I'll also I had a hell of a Hearthstone stream where I built 5 new decks on Hearthstone and then played 3 games with each one, and it was such a bizarre stream. I had some of the weirdest matchups. People were playing the most random stuff, and I had the weirdest stuff happen in the games, and the entire stream was just like, really? What? And it was pretty awesome. So I'm going to be turning those, some of the more memorable games, into YouTube videos over the next, couple weeks. So yeah, but that was fun. And that's really all I've done is Mortal Kombat, Hearthstone, and XCOM. I've been playing a lot of XCOM lately because I love it. I love it. But yes. So that's on Twitch. Over on youtube.com/themanapool. I've got the story mode for Mortal Kombat and now some of those Hearthstone videos going up. And and the podcasts, of course. The video versions of both podcasts are going up on YouTube, and that's what's going up right now. I've still got some Slay the Spire and a couple other things that need to go up. But for now, that's what's going up on youtube.com/themanapool. Don't worry, there will be plenty more.
And when this episode goes up, even though I know you got some of the viewer obviously here right now, it would be helpful if you would share it on Twitter, because people are seeing that this is the way you get it now. And I think that since there's not all subscribed to Chewie's channel, it would be good to just remind them that this is where you get it. Because a lot of people really would just get it when it would pop up in their feed and not think about it. So
Yeah.
just toss in a link. Like we'll post one, we'll share it, but this is the best way we can get it to people who obviously can't get it through the feed they normally.
Yeah, because that RSS feed is, at the moment, gone. They're working on reclaiming those, too, which is a new thing. Relatively
I didn't
new
think they'd
thing
be able to do that.
That wasn't possible relatively recently. So if they can reclaim the feed, then that'll help. But for now... also... Nothing. Yeah, nothing. So if you would like to help support the Manipool media empire, such as it is, then go to patreon.com/themanipool and become a lifeguard, where you get all kinds of perks. I've just actually recently added a new perk. So the uncommon lifeguards at the $5 level get YouTube videos and Manipool episodes early. They get a silver name in the Manipool Discord server because they're uncommon. Get it? Silver? Yeah. And they get access to the lifeguard only channel in the Discord server, where I'm gonna get you guys to help me figure out when it's time to start a new game on Twitch and for YouTube, what game to play. So I'm gonna pick 3 or 4 or 5 games from what I wanna, like games that I'm interested in playing, and throw them out there for the lifeguards to figure out what I should play next. So that's why I streamed XCOM last night, because that was the first vote, and XCOM won. So there you go. I played XCOM. That's how it works. Right?
That's what I'm told.
Yeah. So that's the uncommon lifeguards. The rare lifeguards get a gold name in the Manipool Discord server, and they get the early stuff and the access to the lifeguard thing, and they get access to the odds and ends, all the stuff recorded before and after both Monday Night Magic and the Manipool, which is uncensored and unfiltered, and it's us being goobers. And finally, the Mythic Lifeguards get the Mythic Orange name in the Discord server. They get all the perks listed thus far, early stuff, and odds and ends and whatnot. And they get the sponsorship shout out on both shows and on the end screen for all the YouTube videos. So I would like to thank our Mythic Lifeguards: Kim Ho, Andrew Hunt, Al, Paul David, Lance Delicious, Team Yuhellas Are You, Connor Kennedy, John Morris, Alex Gonzalez, Jeff Spencer, Stuart Slaw, PJ McMullen, Sophia Bertain, Casey, Faye and Says, Danny Liao, Jason Doan, Cody Buckowing, Jake Jansons, Jason Kaus, Gothic Man, Brian DeLucci, Stark Maximum, Keith Moody, John Parker, Aleph Cat, Dan Holm, Bartle, Mike Millerburn, and the Beast Father, Aaron Goodwine. Whew. Okay, that was hard.
You got it one go that time.
I tried it a different way this time, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. A big thanks to all of our lifeguards of all tiers. I could not do this without you, like at all. As for future Manipool content, I won't be streaming tomorrow night. 1, because it's Tuesday, and that's usually the night I take off. And 2, because I'm going to the dentist tomorrow to get this tooth removed finally. So,
Going to the bone extractor.
yeah. That sounds way worse.
Yeah.
Buh.
Take out your skeleton one at a time.
All right, then.
I work in marketing.
Clearly.
Brutal.
So,
right.
Pinball Witch says teeth aren't bones. If they were, they would grow back. I don't think if you pull a bone out, it grows back.
You should try it.
You should not try it.
Yeah, that's bad advice. Don't try that.
Yeah, no. Anyway, so that has been it. This is Monday Night Magic number 637. We'll be back possibly next week. I mean, next week the Ban and Restricted update happens.
Does it?
I think that's next week.
No. My point is it going to change?
People
That's always the question.
really seem to think that something from Ironworks will be banned, but people have been saying that about a deck every Ban and Restricted update for time immemorial. So we'll figure it out. But anyway. So yes, a big thanks to Squee and Cluze as always, and to all of you for coming to hang out live and for watching later. And yeah, we're done now. So this has been Monday Night Magic number 637. I had to look on the screen, see it says it right down there. Yeah. Thank you all so very much for watching, and go play some Magic.